And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another day, another week, another edition here of the OSC Elite Rising Star number 18, day 3. I'm of course just VIP with him, joined by these amazing players and by the people in the chat as well. Welcome one and all to a unique tournament. Welcome to an event catered towards the rising talent in StarCraft 2. Basically, the top players are ineligible to compete, and this allows for the up-and-comers to compete amongst themselves, to rise up, to have a chance here to perform, to improve, and to excel to even greater heights. Let's go. Let us go. Whew, this is going to be day 3 of the event. So we did cover day 1. I believe Steadfast covered day 2 / week 2. Now we're here to continue the event. So typically this event does last around 3-ish months, like around 3-ish months of events, just because of the size of the tournament, just because of the size of the bracket. Speaking of, let's head on over. Let's head on over here. Let's catch up on the bracket itself and catch up on the matches ahead of us. Here we go. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you got to have a look back yourselves. Un momento as we do catch on up. Oh. Man. Beautiful. Okay, so from the top here we have our double elimination bracket. This is why it can take up to around 3 months, sometimes even 4 months to go over the entire event. Again, we do cast every single match and we do kind of cover it in batches here. So we did have the upper half of the upper brackets facing off. We had Shameless taking down MiniVK 2-0 to face up against Art. We had Art taking down Minizerg, Inexorable took down Moja, and Lelix took down a Creature to advance on into the upper bracket quarterfinals. We'll be covering some of these matches here before you. Do not worry, do not fret. Some of those matches will be covered. Likewise, we're going to be focusing on the lower part of the upper bracket as well. We have Jumy versus Eba into Milky Cow. We have Rebellion versus Abestus, Gigi Machine versus Shino, and there are still many others that are in the lower bracket already. The Wikipedia page doesn't show everything, but further towards the left, we got even more players, even more matches. A lot is going on. Again, you can see up here the plethora of players in this event, with players like Art, Creature, Hydra, Jumy, Ledlix, MiniVK, Mute, Night Phoenix, Bappy, Rebellion, Sebestus, Shameless, UD Soldier. That is only the Protoss. 14 Protoss players. We got 5 Terran, we got 7 Zerg as well. A lot of competitors, a lot of players, and again, a lot of them are still facing off in the lower bracket. We'll get there. We will get there. For the time being, though, we're going to be focusing here on the upper brackets, on these upcoming matches. Up first, we have Jumy versus Eba. Jumy versus Eba is going to be our first series here of the broadcast. Let's jump on into our ZVP. Let's go. Let us go. As we have our first series of the broadcast, as we are jumping into our Rising Star. And spawning in the top right corner of White Rabbits, we have the German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. Jumy. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from the land of the UK. It is representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eba. Ay. But there we go, we are here, we are back, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is a Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our PvZ. Coming into this, Jumy is the favorite player. Eba, he has been taking a bit of a step back. He has not been as active, he has not been competing as often as he did in years past, so I was a little bit concerned that we wouldn't be seeing much of Eba as of late, but is at least competing in this event. Great to see more Eba. Always, Pappy, always. Is always great to see. And oh, as it looks like there was a bit of a pause, but hopefully everything's okay, and we'll see how he compares. We'll see how he compares to Jumy, someone who has been grinding a little bit more actively as of late. Oh, God damn it. These goddamn kids. Exclamation head, question mark, question mark. There we go. Here we go. We are going to be settling in so far. Gate expand. Say that opening here by Jumy going gate expanded to Cybercore, setting up most likely for a Stargate. Now, what I will say very quickly here is that Jumy, he is not a standard player. He can play standard, he can play macro, but Jumy is one of those players that often does mix in a lot of chaos, a lot of nonsense, and a lot of cheese, and a lot of quirky builds. Jumy, if he can get away with it, he does enjoy being more aggressive and more unorthodox. So we'll keep an eye on Jumy when it comes to whether or not he even goes for a Stargate. We'll keep an eye on whether or not he hides needs his tech as well. So Jumy, he's not the most, again, orthodox of players, and he can be very tricky to go up against. Eva, I'm sure, is fully aware. Eva, I'm sure, is fully aware as to how Jumy enjoys playing, and we'll see how Eva does adjust as well. We're expecting a standard opener in towards 3-base play. We are getting into White Rabbit. It's a very it's a very large map in the map. Oh no, oh no. Este Eva. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe referencing the fact that he hasn't been around. I remember. The drama. Oh my god. Let's go. He remembers. We started this, by the way. For those who remember, for those who recall the history here, this is around a year ago, maybe less than a year ago. But if you remember, Jumy and Eva, they were 2v2 partners. They were this was back in the first season of Youth Almost 2v2 Team League. Sorry, 2v2 Circuit. But yes, they were 2v2 partners, and then the drama. They broke up, Pappy. They broke up. And I think it was Jumy who went off with young Yakov. Jumy, he went off with young Yakov after abandoning Eva. Smooch. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But yes, Jumy did cheat on Eva with young Yakov. Feels bad, man. Went off with someone younger. Oh no. Oh no. That's a deep cut. That's a 2025 meme. Damn. Crazy. Hey, remember. Oh no, oh no, they're still going. They're still going. Oh god, no. Oh no. They're both animals, Fabby. They're both animals. Animals. Hold on, I'm gonna message Jumy right now. Okay. I just messaged him. I was like, mate, you're an animal. Causing a serious versus Eva. Oh god. Okay, we're getting into this. Meanwhile, sorry, I was distracted by the drama and by the, oh my god, by drama was happening across the map. We mentioned earlier at the beginning of the series that Jumy, he is one to mix things up and not necessarily go Stargate. It did open up with a DT drop. DTs do arrive, but detection is available just in time. Eva, he does defend. Sorry, I was just caught up in the relationship, Abby. I was caught up in the moment. Oh no, I was caught up, Abby. Ay. But Jumy, he does go for a cheekier build here. So far, Eva's able to keep up, and we have the Archon drop follow-up. This is the power here of opening up Dark Templars. We have 3 more DTs warping in, actually. Oh my god. Double Prism! He's crazy! We have okay, I was so distracted. We have double Prism for us! He's insane! We have 2 Archons to the right-hand side, trading here with the Roaches at the same time, dropping towards the main. Jumy does hop pick up, does save the Archons for now, does pull away, and here comes drop into the main base. And alas, Eva, he's distracted. Where is he? Jumy does pull back. Jumy pulls back, pulls away. More DTs whirling in towards the main. No spawn, no detection. No. They are stuck with a move. They do get a roach. There we go. Whole position micro here in the mineral line. 5 drones going to be going down. Archons, they move back in. We could even try to warp in as well. Ooh, does pull away. And can we kill the expansion? No shot. The layer is going to go down. The overseer's too slow, Bappy. He's too slow. Not like this. Think of the good times we had, Bappy. No. As the main base goes down, snipes the layer. Second prism gets away. Oh, there we go. It does get away. Oh, that is not correct. No. Sorry, I'll get rid of that. This is not GSL. That's tomorrow. Oh. As Archons, they drop in. Catching up the Overlord. And again, nice pickups here by Jumy. We have more Archons on the way. The double Archon drop. The quadruple Archon drop even. And as Jumy's dropping, as Jumy's harassing us, he has killed the main base. He expands, right? He expands, claiming his third, building up, saturating, and water production has begun. A charge on the way as well. Season 4 of the K-drama is getting crazy. It is. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Yeah, as the Archons are getting in a hand. Just catching out more workers, catching more drones. What's important as well is that he's just keeping Eva busy, right? Eva is being kept busy while Jumy gets further ahead. Oof. Even just fighting the roaches head on. The Archons, they just go to town, they catch out the Prism. Or they catch out the Overseer, I should say. As the Prisms, they just keep going. Now into the main. More economic damage. 9 drones. The Queen as well. He gets the Queen. Ah, keep dropping. Keep going. Yeah, and this is critical damage. Just gaming damage here. 18 drones going down. Eva, he's just been pulled apart. Cannot keep up. No, with the double Archon drop, the quadruple Prism harass. He's crazy. The piles, they don't land. Yeah, they don't quite land. One Archon finally goes down. One Archon gets picked up. But remember, throughout all of this, we're building up more Immortals. We have 4 Immortals back at home. That's a lot of Immortals. Ah. He was like, leave me alone. No, not like this. Kappa, papi, kappa. Jumy attempted to dive into the middle line once again, gets another 3 drones, another 3 workers, pokes in, pulls away. True. Smudge. Jumy's not holding back. Not holding back. No, no. Someone that we will be casting later on tonight, actually. Feels Mini-Zerg. I like that he typed in his full name as well. Mini-Zerg UA. True, true. Go. Yeah, so from here, Jumy, he's close to maxing out. He's maxing out with the Terrifying Army. Eba, don't like this, papi, don't like this. Second Prism is still alive, by the way. Still alive, still moving out. This time going for a Zealot drop. Jumy does distract. We're still waiting for the main army to push. At this point, again, he can move out. He's got, what, 6 Immortals? He's got 6, papi. This is where Eba blindsides him with Mass Muta. True. Feel Spider-Man. 7 Immortals moving out. A hefty army here. And Jumy's ready to A-move. He's ready to A-move. Bearing in mind, the soup does lie. The soup does lie. He doesn't have link speed. No shot. Feels link speed, man. No shot. Aye. But one supply is not quite like the other. Jumy supply is much more efficient here with Mass Archon, Mass Immortal. Ideally, the Archons tank the Banelings. The Immortals are going to town on the Roaches. Oh, Jumy's so kind. He's so kind in the divorce. Gonna have the 4th base. Ah, okay. You can have the kids. Ah. As I was moving in, league speed is now done. Oh, Banelings, they do crash into high temp, sorry, into the sentries. It's barely, yeah, sentry's gonna be going down. A nice big offs, Force Shields is going back the Roaches. Immortals, they stand strong, and now we can engage. And now we can engage here. We've got our 7 Immortals. Popping a micro here by Jumy. 1 Immortal goes down. Oh, and GG. GG gets called, and Jumy takes game number 1. GG. As that was happening, Zelsa were warping into the main base with that second prism. They were harassing at the same time, and Jumy takes a lead. Takes a lead in the series. GG. GG, well played. The flame has been reignited between Jumy and Eva. It's no. They're back, Pappy. They're back. And we'll see if Eba can return, if he can bounce back, if Jumy can close it out. As I mentioned before, Eba, he's been very inactive as of late and is not necessarily as in form as he once was in the past, but now we gotta lock in, Pappy. Can we bring it all the way to game number 3? As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Zerg player. The red Zerg player himself representing the Planet Heroes. It is Eba. Let's go. What a roller coaster. All the emotions, Pappy. The joy, the heartbreak, the drama. But now we're settling in. From here, Hatch Gas Pool, send the opener out of Eba. We'll keep an eye on how his gas is being spent, by the way. Previously, he did skip link speed, going to earlier roaches. Meanwhile, Jumy, we were also just distracted by by the relationship drama between the two players. And wasn't quite able to get wind or catch wind of the fact that he did skip his Stargate, did go for a Twilight Council opener into Dark Templar. I would imagine we will see something different this time in the Jumy, but again, there's still a high chance he does something other than Stargate, for sure. There are other builds available. Show us what you got. Here we go. I have to get rid of that, yes. No. I remember after the series. I'll fix it up. From here, we are getting into our standard openers. Welcome to Winter Madness. Winter Madness is a larger map of the map pool, longer rush distance by ground. This time, you can see our players, they're locked in. They're locked in. There's no banter, not in game 2. As eyes are still going to be on Jumy. We'll see if he does decide to hide some quirkier tech. For now, oh, Stargate. Okay, Stargate open at Jumy, opening up Standard, opening up Oracle, we're assuming. Technically, this can still lead into a Void Ray, and if we go Void Ray, we can still hide further tech. So Jumy still has more aggressive options. Meanwhile, Eba, expanding, claiming his third base, droning up. And so far, still just droning on up. Link speed is being researched this time. Not skipping it. Not denying it. That was fun. It was a blast from the past, Pappy. Ah. Good times, good times. Jumy does poke in. Again, two adepts taking one-shot turns. They do threaten the natural as they make their way further in. But I believe Eba should be able to defend. Nice Evo blocking here by Eba. Ay, saves every single drone. Doesn't lose anything yet. The Oracle is on the way. Oh no, came back too soon. One drone goes down. Losing two drones, and both adepts get out? They attempt to. They do veer off here. Lings, they try to hunt down the adepts. They fail to catch them. Adepts, they do shade away. Nice moves here by Jumy. Yeah, very nice moves. Lings, they attempt to hunt them down. They will miss. And from here, Jumy gets back home. He makes it back home. The Oracle's in position. Second Oracle's on the way. No Void Ray. Third base is being taken. And it's looking like a standard game. Looking like a standard setup. But calming down. We got it out of our system. We got it out. there to get it out. We have the follow-up, Twilight Council and Forge, standard follow-up going to +1 and Blink. Most likely, technically, this can lead into +1 and Charge. That has been a build that has been rising in popularity as of late. To go for charge-based follow-ups. We'll see what Jumy goes for. Likewise, this could be that Roach Warren back at home. Safety Roach Warren. Lair is on the way. Eba's not going into the early Eva chamber, so less of a chance he goes into Ling Hydra. More of a chance we see Roaches into Roach Hydra instead. So Eva going for a more robust style. As Jumy's looking for a way in. Adepts, they do threaten a shade. Getting into the mineral line. Ling thankfully are in position, and Eva shouldn't lose too much here. Baits out the stasis. Despite that, drone's still going to be going down. Getting one drone so far, getting two. Catching out two workers. We have the answer here. It is going to be Blink on the way, not charge. Getting to +1 on Blink. And Jumy trades well. He trades well for a handful of adepts. He does get 4 drones, die some mining, stasis trap went off, and behind this taking up a little bit further actually. Okay, so often we do see, say, heavy Blink play into Blink aggression, but Jumy, he's taking up a little bit faster. It looks like potentially going to be skipping warp ins to go into faster Bay, faster Robo, faster Colossus production after the Immortal. Here we go. So building up the Colossi. Same time, Eba across the map, as I mentioned before, is going into a more Roach Hydra heavy style. He's setting up for it. And Jumy's going to have a little Colossi. There's going to be a big timing here with +2 and with 4 Colossi. We have a second Robo on the way, so we're soon going to be making 2 Colossus at a time. And it's going to hit quite hard. Meanwhile, from the side of Eba, it's going to be on him to tech up even further in towards Hive Tech and towards Vipers. That would be the answer to the Mass Colossus. As Colossus production has begun. Got our 2 Colossus. Likewise, Hive is on the way. Jumy does scout the Hive, is aware. Does see the Hydrogen as well. And again, we need those Vipers. Whether or not Jumy takes up further in towards Lurker Tech, we'll see. As he's still droning up. Oh, Jumy going for a massive counterattack, actually. It does go for the run by. Roaches, they do not get the Colossus. Nice movement here by Jumy. It pulls away, saves the Immortal. Rains down on the Zerglings, and he doesn't get much done here. Gonna be forced back. Does Lee scout the Colossus? Where does scout, does confirm. So here Jumy does back off. Yeah, it did back off. Again, he was working on those Vipers. We have 2 Vipers on the way, Lurker Den as well. The problem here is that Jumy hits first. Yeah, Jumy, he will strike first. I assume he's going to wait for 4 Colossus. He has 3 and 1 Disruptor on the way. It's a terrifying army, and it's going to be a tough hold here for Eba. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Eba coming in from behind. Stasis, oh, the Stasis does catch in. Stasis goes off. There is no flank. And Jumy just keep pushing. Just keep on pushing. Catching up more Hydras. Catching a straight Queen. Jumy just waiting here on the army. Potentially baits out, yeah, another stasis trap, okay. Baits out another. Buying more time. But the 3rd Colossus has arrived. Massive swipes going up. Here come the Vipers. Gets 1. Yeah, gets 1 Colossus and gets a 2nd Colossus as well. Nice pickoffs. Disruptor has arrived. Nova goes off. Oof. And again, does force the army to split. And with that, Jumy is done. Jumy is done. GG gets called. He breaks through the defensive line, and Jumy, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. Whew, GG, well played. A wild series here, especially game one. It was great to see them back together again, though. Great to see them back together again, even if it was for a brief and fleeting moment. Did it come back together, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. GG, well played. Congratulations. Jumy does advance on into the next round. eBay gets knocked down to the lower brackets, where eBay has a chance to redeem himself and a chance to return and bounce back. GG, well played. With that, we're getting ready for our next matchup, our next series, our next best of 3. We're going to be getting into a PvP this time between Sebestus and Rebellion, a clash of regions, a clash of nations here. It's going to be Europa versus South Korea in our next PvP. Let's go.